Where are the games?
Where are the games?
It's dry. Where are the games?
I kind of keep waiting for them to do their thing.
I don't see anything.
These are easily the most pointless upgrades I've ever experienced.
What is the point of buying a console if you can just make a PC?
If you're gonna have everything on PC, why not just buy a PC and then console?
Where are the games? Where are the deadlines? Where are the projects? Where are the teases? Like, it feels weird that it's like,
Why buy consoles?
Now comes the fun part. We get to see how the development community takes advantage of that feature set.
Alright guys, this is your boy Ligo One Half Enduro. Back again with another Generation End video. We talk about stuff that, basically why gaming has faltered a lot. Now, I apologize for not having videos in the last 2 weeks. Been a lot of stuff been happening on the family side of things, so been busy trying to get back to normal. So we'll get back into that. With that said, I was having a conversation with my wife, and we was talking about, and the nostalgia goggles are on. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But also, I think I am 100% right, and most of you guys are the same thing. Okay? I am in my early 40s. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the 80s, lived through the 90s. And so a lot of great things happened in the 80s and 90s, in early 2000s, but then it just went to crap. Me and my wife was talking about, like, from TV shows to movies to sitcoms to representation, because we are black family. Like, all that stuff was no problems back in those days, but now there's such every little thing. Now we are literally, what do you call it? Like, somebody touching you, y'all get, a lot of these people now got hissy fits. We have more dysfunction. We got more racism than before. We got a lot more stuff more than now, right? I'm watching anime, and there's some animes out there that's really good. Solo Leveling, the first season of JKK, and it's first and second season, the third season out of it's getting rough now. We remember Cartoon Network was good. Cartoon Network now is crappy. I'm telling you again, the early 80s, 90s, 2000s was the peak of good cartoons, Western cartoons. Japan has the animation down packed, no way no bad, but Western cartoons is just trash now, and it's being more and more political than just having fun and entertaining. The same thing with movies. Now we do sequels upon sequels upon sequels. We reboot sequels, reboots, no original. And when we do original, it's forced again, trashed on top of us that nobody wants to listen to. I'm sorry, I don't watch movies as much as I am for right now, and that's part of me. I'm part of the problem. I'm not going to say I ain't, but I cannot name you any new movie stars that popped into my head that's like perfect, other than Tom Holland for Spider-Man and stuff like that. I don't know these new movie stars that the kids are raving not really that much. The music to me is trash. I'm a musician. I've been doing music since 2000s. The music is trash. Hip hop is trash. R&B is basically the same. You get 1-2 hits nowadays. Listen to your commercials now. There are more songs in about 70s, 80s, and 90s, and maybe a little bit of 2000s. It's in your songs now, in your commercials, than any new song that's like, oh, that's a nice new song, right? No, it doesn't. Even back then, you had songs in some commercials back then. But man, I don't know what's going on now. It's just that. And all that diatribing and all that stuff I'm saying, because like right now, there's a lot of black young kids who don't know about good family shows. All they see is these ratchet ghetto women acting like hoes and guys acting like niggly bears, and a couple guys know what I'm talking about that. In the situation. That's what we got now. We had good shows, black representation with Family Matters, BT came on. BT was wholesome. We had family members, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Martin, Cooper, Living Singles, Jeffersons, if you want to go back, Good Times. We had great representation of shows. Now it's just crap now, and I can't tell you what last sitcom I watched. Cosby's. How I forget the Cosby Show. Now I ain't got none of that I can watch now. Like I said, if I get kids or whatever, I'm watching the old stuff for my kids. I cannot watch the new junk with it. And all like I said before, all that is going in towards graphics. It's going into gaming. And I shout out to Circle Tune HD, as he's gonna explain. I've talked about this. I've dissected, and there's another dissection. I've talked about graphics, how good graphics is this and that, like, over the gameplay and everything. And you heard me say it multiple times. I use another YouTuber to show my point in that, and how people are going against this and saying stuff. And oh yeah, shout out. Go check out Razor Fist review of Donkey Kong Bonanza. He did a review about it, very funny. And like he said at the end, I'm the same way too. Call me a Nintendo fanboy. Oh my God. Oh, you're a Sony fanboy. Oh, shiver me timbers. Shut up, man. Shut up. I'm a fanboy. And I bought something. I'm a fan, and it's really done me good. I'm a fan of it. So yeah. Ooh. That's hurting words. Well, that means you're blind to what it is. I have called out legitimate stuff that Nintendo has done and call it out for the people who don't like what I say and say negative stuff. But y'all don't listen to what I say when I say about negative stuff on Nintendo. Y'all just go to the usual corporate, too expensive, whatever, which always leads to what I always say. Just don't buy the damn thing. It's not that hard to do. Good grief. I have no problem with Sony, Xbox, or PlayStation, PC Master Race fanboys. I don't care about it. If I'm a fan of something that I bought, doesn't mean make it, like I said, I swear some of the words people saying, they don't understand the definition. And just like that's why I'm trying so hard to differentiate consumer and customer so people can understand. Be a customer, not a consumer. I am a consumer of video games. But when it comes to what I want to buy with video games, I'm a customer. I don't buy everything, Nintendo, and I don't fall for the dumb stuff of always online or just buying suits. Look at what's going on with Roblox now with pedophilia people in there. Y'all don't. Gaming has gatekeep some stuff out, but then y'all let anybody in just become mainstream, and it's very bad. Now let's get into this again. How good graphics kill video games. And I can see it. I definitely see it. I brought it up multiple times. Like I said, I don't care about give me fun. Fun is the number one thing with gaming I go with. Intrigue might be second and good graphics. Can good graphics be part of the fun? Yes. But we arbitrarily chase this phantom for nothing, and it's just annoying. So let's get into this.
You're watching this video most likely from a phone, possibly a computer or a TV, and if you're really freakish, maybe even a smartwatch.
Hey man, you okay? What are you doing here? Everything all right at home?
But regardless of your chosen device, all of them are made up of a combination of red, blue, and green blips, tricking your stupid reptilian brain that what you're seeing is real, three-dimensional, and filled with millions of colors. And since gaming consoles and displays have grown and evolved over time, gaming has tried to keep up, and for decades it did, with enormous graphical leaps that would genuinely, instantly antiquate what came before it. And if you grew up in the 90s like me, you would have seen modern gaming evolve from this to this. And before my childhood, you'd have moved from arcades to in-home gaming to crazy visuals in your pocket. But if you're growing up now or just getting into gaming in the last 10 or so years, you would have seen modern games go from this to this. But somehow the prices to make and play these things have gone from this to this. What? We are no longer living in a time of meaningful graphical evolution, and half the time we seem to be going straight fucking backwards with a monstrously higher development cost too. But why, when we look back at two different titles, really from any era, one striving for realism and the other a defined art style, we reliably get the same conclusion. One will soon be replaced by a slightly different looking, equally as expensive to produce product, but style is forever.
Yes. That is so true.
Ray tracing! I'm sorry, that seemed a little aggressive, but I'm being serious. We've spent years and millions of dollars trying to get reflections and lighting to look slightly better for a very small number of systems and hardware, and all we got was an unoptimized setting that half the time nukes your frame rate so you can take really pretty screenshots and play the game in an objectively worse manner.
Hey, hi,
Exactly what I've been saying. But there's a sweet medium. Okay? Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of retro idolized trash as well too. That's what people need to understand. There's a nice medium between there. Scruffy's Adventures, that looks idolized, but still cool and looks fun. Don't need it full realistic. But then we keep on pushing the envelope to be, it gotta be super, super realistic. And like you said, and it's so weird, you want that, but then y'all are hitting Nintendo, it's not 60 frames per second, it's not 100 frames per second, it's not. Make up your daggone mind. Which one do you want? Make it up. Jeez.
Why don't we put the same time and energy into researching a better optimization strategy so everyone can enjoy every...
Exactly.
This is coming from someone...
There you go. That's exactly what I get when people try to hit me over the head and tell me stupid stuff. Because, yeah. Corporate greed, but I say it one more, I will say it and always say it, it's corporate greed. But y'all pay for the corporate greed. You give them your money. So, of course, they're going to follow where the money is, you morons.
That can't run it. I have a
top-of-the-line gamer PC, and still
the first thing I do when I start a game is turn off motion blur and ray tracing. Wow, now it's actually a good game that runs and looks good.
Yeah, but check this out.
Mario and Unreal Engine 5 out now. But the argument for or against this for me doesn't only come from a place of aesthetic.
I mean, look at that. Does that look like fun? That's the part that always kills me. When people does, look what Mario look like if it's Unreal Engine. Look what Zelda will look like. No, that don't look like fun. Rewind and come again.
Tracing. Wow, now it's actually a good game that runs and looks good.
Yeah, but check this out.
Let me look at that. Let me look at that. Unreal Engine. Look at Mario. Oh wow, throw a fireball. Oh wow, that looks fun. That's why Mario's art style, thank God, Nintendo don't follow the bullshit most of the time. Jeez. That's the reason I don't, like I said, when people say, graphics doesn't mean nothing like that. Play the damn game, have fun. My goodness.
Will eventually get better, it also comes from a financial one. The entire newly named AA and higher gaming industry are frantically trying to make their games look as ridiculously next-gen as possible. But newsflash, dipshits, the next-gen doesn't fucking exist anymore. We've reached gargantuan levels of diminishing returns here, but we're somehow simultaneously chasing the dragon of progress with 100 times more money than ever before. Development costs have ballooned by tens of millions of dollars, which means the prices of games have ballooned with it. Everyone is frantically spending every resource for 1% improvements, and temp jobs, layoffs, and rotating doors are common in the gaming industry now. But I know I don't need to explain how horrible the current game development landscape is, but maybe you haven't considered some of the reasons as to why it exists. Many companies have fallen in love with the video part more than the game part.
Hey, the triple...
Again, that's why I wanted to do this video, because what he said that was like, this is what I'm talking about. video than game. Okay, but I want to have fun playing my games. That's why some of the retro style games, not all, some retro style games is crappy graphics, 8 bits at most cases, but you know what? It's fun. And for what I don't like, there's other people out there who don't like. They like the indie. We had the indie showcase. A lot of those games in there did not make me feel, oh, I want to go play that. But it'll do for other people. I'm not that kind of a hatred person, but other people looked at it and say, oh man, that game's coming. I want to play that. Good for them. I don't want to knock out because I'm not the arbiter of fun all over the world. I'm not, and you should not be either. But there's a limit of when we have diminishing returns, as he just stated, where we don't need the super graphic that, oh my God, I could touch her boobie. Ooh, I could see the hair on his chin. Why? Why do we need that? I could see it. And what relevancy does it have for me playing that game? Unless it's like something like an L.A. Noire is an excuse. I will give L.A. Noire that because you want to see the hints to see if they're lying and stuff like that. That one makes sense. I don't see the sense of the other parts of it.
The gaming industry loves marketing, often more than developing. They love flashy trailers, banner ads, slogans, catchphrases, and numbers on a screen that mean absolutely nothing because it allows them to pander to their shareholders.
We are the future! They are the stupid...
Oh man, the new AI-powered glunch board with 90 billion terashits of mega slop! You'll be blasting off at 14,000 frames of... What are you playing?
It's a 2D Metroidvania that honestly could probably run on a Sega Saturn.
It's unsustainable from the development to the marketing. Attempting to optimize your futuristic next-gen title for 1,000 different rigs and brands of hardware is a logistical nightmare. And the price of that nightmare is passed on to the consumer in either rising costs or broken games. Accessibility matters, optimization matters. Video games were never supposed to cost hundreds of millions of dollars, but now that they do, we should be striving for more innovative gameplay, ways to connect people and push the boundaries on what makes a video game fun.
Oh, but the trailer and the extremely curated gameplay reveal looks so good, right? Look at the reflective bottles!
Oh, fuck. Don't look at the bottles. Do not look at the bottles. Look at the bottle. Like video games, you know what else is also expensive to produce? Animation, and I actually like to pay my team and make sure that they have food.
I did not say you could have 2 hot dogs!
This video is sponsored by Crystal of Atlan, and their new crossover with Bleoblames, shockingly, actually haven't been impacted by inflation as much as you may think. In the 90s, PS1 games were $50, and Nintendo 64 games were often $60 to $70 fucking dollars. Fun fact, that's actually where the 64 comes.
Fun fact, no. No, it did not. No, it was not. And I can tell you that. No, it was not. I remember those prices, sir. And you say you're from the 90s. They won't no $64. They want $69. I've shown what it costs. I know what I bought.
From because it was 64, never mind. Adjusted for inflation, that would be like $100 to nearly $150 a pop for each game.
All I got was goddamn clay fighter.
Wait, hold up, this game rules. But the cost to make and market a game now is like nothing we've ever seen before.
Yeah.
Halo 3's budget was around $50 million, and that included a world-class, one-of-a-kind marketing campaign that took the planet by storm. While Halo Infinite was rumored to have a budget of nearly $500 million, a 1,000% increase. And as much as I truly love many aspects of that game, it released with a fraction of Halo 3's original content, and the marketing wasn't anything near Halo 3's. So where is the money going? Well, game dev teams are armies now. Keeping up with modern hardware is beyond difficult. The marketing world is wider and more saturated than ever. Shipping physical games is becoming a detriment, and post-release support is now mandatory. This is why the prices of games are skyrocketing. Subscription-based models that allow companies to pre-plan budgets are getting more popular, and microtransactions and bleed pricing is getting more commonplace. And if we want all of these things to stop, I'm not kidding when I say games need to be smaller, look less good, and developers need to be paid more. Blockbuster franchises used to take a few years to make, if that. Now it takes a damn decade to make a single game because the expectations are so ludicrously high. That's why indie titles, style stylized titles, innovative, weird titles are becoming so popular as of late. And yes, R&D is worth something. Yes, it's in our best interest to strive for better. And yes, we should always be trying to evolve our art. But can we wait until it's more fucking affordable?
Yeah, Nintendo comics. Oh Lord. Then why don't you just, again, it goes back to the beginning of this video. I said, don't buy the damn thing. If you stop buying it, they might have to change the idea or to go out of business, and then you ain't got no games at all. That's what you gotta do.
Nintendo, I feel, is a perfect example that encompasses all the good and bad here. Check this out. Nintendo launches.
Oh, here we go. All right. Again, I didn't watch the whole of this video. I always watch to get my true opinions onto it. I watch a good amount just to see if it's worth to make a video, then go from that. So let's see, Circle Tune HD. If you're gonna be, you lay down some good stuff at the beginning. Are you gonna lay down some good stuff at the back end of this video? That makes sense. Let's see.
Extremely affordable console that breaks nearly every record ever, but it runs on leapfrog hardware and a dream. Most of their games look extremely good, even on the weaker hardware, because again, a concrete style is worth far more than high-fidelity realism and graphics. But because of that same lacking hardware, some games run poorly or are forced to make optimization cuts, either in graphics or frame rate. So what does Nintendo do? They work on a second console, this time far more powerful than the last, one that can run modern-looking games but maintains the hybrid gimmick. This causes the price to jump up, and even though it's still on the mid-end of modern consoles, it's seen as greedy, despite gamers begging for this exact upgrade.
Thank you! Thank you! Da 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 da! Thank you! Thank you! That's what you asked for the shit, and then you bitch about the shit. That's exactly what I've been saying. Okay, so far so good, Tune. I'm with you. You asked for it, then you get it, and then you're bitching about it. That's what all y'all is. That's what it is. Thank you. Jeez Louise. Let's see that again. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Something that you all want your cake and eat it too. The old saying. Come on, man. I'm gonna be like Joe Biden. Come on, man. Come on. Like really. Oh, good games, but we want more better frame rates. We want this and this and this and that, this and this and this and that. Okay, well here you go. Here's the computer. Here's an upgrade, better frame rate, whatever. Sorry, no, I have gum in my mouth. Sorry, let me spit it out. That's my mistake. We want better frame rates. We want better graphics. We want all this stuff. Oh, okay. Well, here you are, $450. Are you out your freaking mind? $450 for a console? Are you crazy? Are you not entertained, you greedy bastards? Oh, wait. We give Nintendo flack for that, but all the other consoles, no. And again, it's not even the console's fault. It's also the consumers. And this is why I would use the consumers, because they're not customers. Consumers. Because again, if you want a better car, you're going to pay a more price. You're not going to pay a lower price. It don't work that way. I want a camera, I want a reverse camera, I want sensors, I want my car to drive by itself, I want to do this, I want to do that. Okay? But you have a car that has most of that stuff. Well, I want the Tesla X 2005 edition. I like the Tesla X 2020 edition. Okay, well, you're gonna be $10,000 more. $10,000 more? How dare you, greedy bastards? It's the same car. That's what y'all sound like. I'm gonna rewind and come back again. That part I agree with. Again, I don't know the rest of other parts. We'll see what he says. Okay, Nintendonomics and all that stuff, the jokes, but let's see. But I agree with him 100% on that right there. Let's back up.
I feel is a perfect example that encompasses all the good and bad here. Check this out. Nintendo launches an extremely affordable console that breaks nearly every record ever, but it runs on leapfrog hardware and a dream. Most of their games look extremely good, even on the weaker hardware, because again, a concrete style is worth far more than high-fidelity realism and graphics. But because of that same lacking hardware, some games run poorly or are forced to make optimization cuts either in graphics or frame rate. So what does Nintendo do? They work on a second console, this time far more powerful than the last, one that can run modern-looking games but maintains the hybrid gimmick. This causes the price to jump up, and even though it's still on the mid-end of modern consoles, it's seen as greedy, despite gamers begging for this exact upgrade.
But I don't like the price!
Then why did you ask for it?
Now, games being 70 to...
Again, thank you. He might be now. He's gonna go off the other part, but again, that's perfect. You don't want a price, but why you ask for it? Now, here's the part. I bet you he's gonna go to the bad part. Oh, $80 in games, whatever. And I'll state this like I stated before. Little bit of inflation, maybe about 5 to 10% inflation. The real problem is making games has become more expensive. It just has. It just is. Again, when I started, I'll give a good example. I'm at work right now. I'm at work. I'm architecting. I'm drawing a design. I'm designing a house as we speak right now, right? That's what I'm doing. Designing a house as we speak and making sure everything looks good. I started with this company, the architect company, 2005. 2005. I want to go with something that we're doing. Okay, the others tens of thousands, you don't catch on to it. So let's go with the surveying part of doing a site plan. The site plan, getting stuff, doing site plan. Doing a site plan. But I started in 2005, a site plan. Right? A site plan, simple site plan, used to be $300. Now again, do you want to design a whole house and stuff like it was 10,000? It's gone up to like 20,000 now. But anyway, it was $200 a site plan. That's just a small piece of what we do in the company. All right. 2005 site plan was $300. Okay. I used to pump out 7 site plans if we had to do it a day, if we wanted to do that. Plus maybe one architect drawing, because it was just that. So the average around 5 and 1 architect drawing, which is the foundation. We used to design the foundation, the first floor, second floor, room layouts. That's what we used to do. Now, of course, there's new rules. There's more regulations. There's more new rules, more regulations, more stuff that we need to do. Inflation has hit the market, so my boss has to raise it up. I started working in 2005 for this company. I was making $10 an hour. That's what I was making. $10 an hour. Now, I am making $38 an hour, which is good. I'm happy for that. But here's the funny part. That's why you say that people don't catch on. That's why I'm explaining this now, because before you get to this spot, we went from simple monitors. Now I have an OLED monitor, a 27-inch OLED monitor in front of me. We went from a small computer to a bigger, more powerful computer. I went from, again, $10 an hour to $38 an hour. Right? Our plans are more intricate. Our plans are more crazy. Now I'm happy if we get one plan out. I doubt I get it. It takes like 3 days to get a plan out. for the layouts and everything, like I just said, and now the 2 site plans, if I need site plans out a day. Because we got to do so much stuff now. And because of that, our price went from $300 to now it is almost $1,500 for the site plan part, not the whole thing. It's like it's still around $25,000 to $30,000 for some of the plans. Sometimes still 20, depending on the small houses. If we're doing a townhouse situation, oh my goodness, that's about at least $70,000 for that plans, which is ridiculous, but it is. That thing used to cost me about $30,000. But there are more rules and regulations now, and it's the same thing with gaming. Back then, it took small people to do it, and it still has a small amount of people to do stuff now. Not denying that. But those corporations have bigger stuff now. I've gotten more vacation time. That costs more money for the company. I've gotten more sick time. That costs more money for the vacation. I got insurance. And that costs more for the company as well, too. So they have to raise their prices. We got caught in a bubble. The bubble price popped for gaming. That's what people don't understand. It popped for gaming. And since it popped for gaming, you're going to have to pay the price. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to pay the price. I'll give you that. You could just not buy the game. And just move on to something else. Stick to PC. Pirate like y'all always pirated and whatever. And move on with it. But I don't see no problem with Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo raising the prices for the games, because I've worked with Sony on several games. I've been on, and I've also been on video games as well too. I've seen how EA works. Again, slimy, but I've seen it. Ubisoft works, and it's the intricate of Ubisoft sliminess. It was more indie style and stuff like that, and those was good. So Ubisoft, because again, Red Steel 2 was a game I work on, and I was happy to do that. Sega, work with Sega, work with Ubisoft, work with PlayStation, work with Nintendo. I've been to the studios, I've seen it. I've seen it, my eyes to eyes, and see. All that stuff costs money. So, that's the game. The corporate greed, and I did a video about this. You want to stop corporate greed? Don't buy the crazy DLC that don't do nothing. Don't buy the day one games. I mean, the games 3 days before. For what reason? I don't understand. Why I would spend twice the money to get a game 5 days earlier. That's a waste of money. Don't buy broken games. That's including Nintendo, like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If it's broken and you heard people say broken, just wait. And if you can't, and if they ain't fix it, then leave it alone. I don't buy broken games. I don't buy stupid games. I don't buy practice. I don't buy always online. When people are out there arguing, I did the videos on that. People arguing, oh, the cruise should be free and blah blah blah. They didn't lie to you. They told you up front it was an always online game. What you was expecting to happen? Don't keep the servers for long. It's like stupid ass Nintendo fans were like, oh, y'all was shutting down the 3DS. Wait, y'all didn't want the 3DS. That's like he portrayed right there. And now when the 3DS online is destroyed, oh, you're destroying gaming history and all that stuff. What? What are you talking about? The Wii U Market store is closing now. Nintendo hates their fans. Again, are you paying for the motherfucking thing? No. Then have a seat and have a nice Coke smile. Oh, shut the fuck up. Good grief, people.
The $80 is complete bullshit.
It's not the highest we've ever seen by a long shot, but it's also obviously not the cheapest, and the new tariffs and trade war doesn't make things easier at all.
Yes, exactly.
Why do old Pokemon sprites still ooze charm, but every 3D Pokemon game somehow looks worse than the last? Why are indie games coming out faster than ever, toppling AAA studios and claiming so many awards? How do these smaller gaming experiences, sometimes made by a single individual, garner such massive loving fan bases? Balatro, Vampire Survivors, Slay the Princess, Inscription, Animal Well, Pizza Tower, Blueprints. Because a refined art style will always age better than the skin pores of the month. Because you can tell an emotional story no matter your poly count. And because bold and defined visuals let your game stand apart and speak for themselves no matter the budget. Just take a look at Expedition 33, a small team's first project, an outstandingly beautiful title that blends the two design philosophies together, sacrificing neither while making a visually distinct and affordable game. By the way, this is like one of the best games I've played in the recent decade. If it doesn't win Game of the Year, I might actually like lose my mind. And this isn't like nostalgia glaze either. This effect happens time and time again, and not just with modern indie games, the gaming industry as a whole. Look, Last of Us is an incredible game. No argument there. One of my favorites, and obviously a very high fidelity and pretty game, especially for 2013. And by the way, do you want your brain to like fucking melt? Last of Us released a year before Dark Souls 2. Yeah, what? But do we really need to remaster The Last of Us so many times to the point where you can't tell the fucking difference? Fuck's the point of this? What the hell does this mean? You are spending millions on something I can't fucking say! Now, none of these arguments mean bunk shit if I can't point you towards a modern game that encompasses all of the attributes I'm seeking in a title. Affordable for the consumer, low development costs, balanced and sustainable work environment, gameplay first framework, kinda indie but kinda not indie, no long bloated playtime, stylized graphics that will age beautifully, heart, soul, and dare I say it, fun? What the hell? A game's priority being fun? I give you one of the most innovative, impressive, and genuinely fun games ever created, where there unironically wasn't a 5-minute gap at any point where I wasn't smiling ear to ear. I could.
Okay. It didn't work for me, but again, everybody's different. That's why I always say there's no perfect games out there, because what's perfect to you is not perfect to me. What's perfect to me is not perfect to you.
Sum up this title in one word, it would be hybrexneotheristic, which I made the fuck up because there's no actual fucking word in the English language that can describe how good this game is. From the very first second to the last, this game assaults your senses with a bombardment of creative ideas, only to throw them away 5 minutes later so they can fit in another dozen crazy mechanics into the same section of the same level. It's downright baffling how many fun and interesting gameplay ideas are packed into this 12-hour game and how often they build off of them multiple times. Not only is Split Fiction insanely fun, but it's optimized beautifully, runs like butter, and looks so damn good. I've never seen a studio flex how comfortable and confident they are like this. It seems like every art asset, set piece, landscape, color, style, and effect was lovingly crafted with zero internal friction. Everything is on full display here with unabashed passion and heart. This game is a 10, but it's not just a 10. It's a 10 that also has a buddy pass, so your co-op partner doesn't even need to pick the already affordable game up to play the entire experience. It's a 10 that pursued a timeless, cost-effective, beautiful art style. It's a 10 that prioritized the player over the profits. It's a 10 that proved you can still develop a game of the year.
Really? You mean the EA game that when it came to the Switch, they could have put it on a cartridge, even a key card, but they give you what? A code in the friggin' box? They don't even have the point to say, hey, don't even take the box. We give you a code in the box. No. Hard pass on that, my boy. Hard pass.
Contender without spending hundreds of millions of dollars. But maybe most importantly, it's a 10 that I know I can replay in 20 years and it will still be as good as I remember it. Okay.
Again, hard pass on that part right there. That's for you. That's your stuff. And that's all good. I've enjoyed the heck out of Mario Kart. Basically, I'm gonna do a video about that soon as well. Mario Kart, it's not a game. Mario Kart ain't a game. Mario Kart is something else, and I'll explain it later on. Donkey Kong Bonanza, having a fun time, a blast with that game. That game is fun, and Great. Does it run perfect all the time? No. And I'm not looking for the perfect game to run all the time. I'm just looking for a game that's fun, intriguing, keeps me that. And because there's only two games for me, really. For me, two games. And if you are friends with me on my Nintendo Switch, you will see a one game, Airport Heroes, which is not a fully super graphical game, and it's not a super fun game. It's a task-based. I do that to when I get home from this job I'm doing right now, and stressed out from a lot of designs and people saying crap and everything in that regard. When I get home from this, okay, what the hell? Like yesterday, and it was like a crazy day yesterday, learning some stuff really. So yeah, I just want to turn my brain off and relax. Fun is good, but it's also something like I just want, because a game like Donkey Kong, when it's fun and I like it, including the music and get me going, it still would keep me a little hype up. So I was like, and I want to keep on playing the game. So it's like, you know what? No, let me play something that's gonna slow my brain down, relax it, and go from there. And that's what I get. So I'm just telling you right now, I understand it. I don't care what you consider fun. Fun is fun. But if we stop all the practices that is destroying everything, like I just called out, maybe we will have a better situation. That's all I'm stating. And fun should still be the number one reason why majority of people play games. Everybody's definition of fun is different, but fun should be it. And I cannot be with all these people saying all this stuff like, okay, yeah, it looks great, it looks awesome. But if it doesn't do the job, then what can I say about it? We have to have good games that's fun, that makes enjoyment. That's what it was back in the early 80s, 90s. It was all about fun. Then in the 2000s, it became about, escapism and everything, and you're just having that. Graphics is something that's part of the fun factor, depending on what type of game you're playing. And that's why I gave a shout out to LA Noire and stuff like that. But again, I have no problem playing old style Call of Duty games, Modern Warfare 3, stuff like that, which are older games, Black Ops 1 and 2. Those games are way more fun than the Call of Duty games now. That's subjective, and I'm just saying it as is. Kirby is not a graphically intense game, but the new one, the updated pack of it just came out. I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna have fun with it.